Right, so I made all these copies. This is, by the way, part 3 of building a penguin in loft. I made all these circles. I got about 15 of them, and I've just selected them all so you can see how this nicely follows the curve of the body. And that means that in the end, when I make it into polygons, the topology is going to be great and the UVs are going to be where they're supposed to be. But if I go to the perspective view, F1, you can already tell this does not look like a penguin. Even though if I put him in loft, I'll just grab a loft and I'll just select all these circles and just stick them in there. It's not that bad, but it looks kind of plump at the front. It's actually not that bad. I thought it was going to be really sucky, but this is actually pretty good. But anyways, if I want to edit it because I am not pleased, you can still do that, and even on a point level. And that's what I wanted to show you. If, for instance, I'm not pleased with the head, I like this crease here. If I'm not pleased with the head, then I can just basically look where the curve is, for instance, number 3. And let's see, if I go to point mode, I can actually, let's flick off this loft because I can't see anything. I can actually take these 2 points and just move them around if I want to do it over one axis, but the axis is tilted because of the circle being tilted. I can also go to global axis, which will snap the axis to the global axis of the entire universe, and then I can do it like this. It won't have much impact though, I think. I get this sort of indent that more or less tell me that there's supposed to be an eye socket there, so I like that. And maybe this one, maybe I want to make it a little bit more pointy, so I'll just use the scale tool, the T for scale, and I only scale it over the x-axis. Mind you, right now I'm scaling the points, I'm not scaling the object. What I should have done is scale the object. It seems to be a minor difference, but it actually makes a heck of a lot different. Now, if I want to add a circle, that's all fine and dandy. You just go into the side view. I actually need more of a bump on the head, you see? I didn't follow the template completely. I can just pick up the circle, mind you, do it in object mode, and I'll just move it up and just call this circle 0, just so that I know that I have to keep order. And you see that the corner here, it was sort of like beautifully bent, but now it's like a very sharp edge. That's because this circle and this circle are in the same spot. So what I need to do is take the move tool and just move it up like this. Now this is going to look awful if I keep it like that, so first of all I'm going to scale it, and then just to make the shape right, I'm going to turn it slightly, rotate it around like that. This looks rather good. I don't have to follow the contour of my template exactly. It's a photograph anyways, but still the bump on the head here, that is sort of flat, I don't like that, so I'm just going to go into point mode, select with the selection tool, select the vertex here at the back and just move it along like this. Your topology actually will improve if you do that with all the circles. And for instance, this, where's my point? Right there. Now, Mind you, the selection tool, if you want to select through the penguin and take the 2 points that are right on top of each other, make sure that your selection tool has this option, only select visible elements, switched off. Because otherwise you're only selecting the points on one side. So now that I've switched it off, I know for sure that this is only 1 point because I was selecting it with this option on. Now I got both points and I can just move them with the E button, move them around, and actually make it a lot nicer than it already was. Right, so that covers part 3, which is really important. You've learned how to move, maybe slightly rotate points around, and add circles where you need them. And let's see, well, generally you know how to do the loft. So this is what we're at right now.